So welcome everybody. Today I will show you how to fit your Pinlock anti-fog insert in your visor. There are different systems like Arai and Turix, where the Pinlock is actually secured with little pins. And there are the Max Vision visors, where there's a cavity in the visor where the insert fits in. The insert is fitted with a silicone seal to create a closed space between the visor and the insert, which will actually prevent fogging. Let's start with the Max Vision. The Max Vision you can easily recognize because there's a cavity in the visor. The inset is also much larger than the SAI version and it fits in the cavity. The black pins on the side are eccentric to allow adjustment by applying more or less pressure on the insert, and will keep the insert in place. So here you bend the visor and you take the Pinlock insert. So you bend it to a flat position, put it between the pins and you fit it in there. Make sure it does not touch the visor to the upper or the lower side of the visor outside of the cavity by positioning it in the middle of the visor. Gently bend the visor a little bit and the insert will seal automatically. We can check the seal by pushing a little piece of plastic or paper to the silicone seal and it should not go through. This way it doesn't go through, the seal perfectly fits the visor and it will prevent the visor from fogging. Should it not be perfect, should there still be a little gap somewhere, try to readjust, bending it slightly or even adjust the black pins so you can put more pressure on it to make it seal. That should actually do the trick. It's quite simple and it normally works quite well. The other system is, for example, the SAI version. That's a different visor. You can also see the mechanism is different. And here we have two pins. The two pins in the visor are eccentric, which means that if you turn them, you can actually apply more or less pressure to the insert. So let's turn both pins to the most outward position. And now we can bend it to a flat position and adjust the Pinlock insert. By bending the visor, you can easily put it in and insert it, and there's a slot on each side where you can insert it. If you put the Pinlock insert in, just make sure it's in the middle of the visor and check if the silicone seal is touching the visor around the entire perimeter. So if I now check, I can see that it's not touching. I can easily go through. So in this case, I really have to adjust the pins in order to get a good fit. So I apply more pressure to the visor. I will check again and you can see now there's a tight fit. The silicone seal is touching the visor everywhere. So great. Now you can fit the visor to the helmet and start riding. So the Turix visor has also the pins in the visor. So I've turned both of the pins to the most outward position. I take the Pinlock, I remove the protective film a little bit to the side. I take the visor and adjust it and apply it to the middle. Again, by checking with a little piece of plastic or paper, you can check if the seal is perfect. In this case, I have too much space on this side. So I open it up a little bit more. There you can see no more gaps. Perfect. Remove the protective film and put it on the visor and you can start riding.